Welcome back to Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. Last time we half cleared the Bat Cave. We cleared the Bat Bounty. We didn't handle the actual boss in there, the escaped experiment. And this time, we are here in Fort Duvno to poke around, find some work that maybe we can actually handle. We make small talk with the guard for a while, but you don't learn anything interesting. So that's going to be Jason's, quote, supplies. What's this? Pillows and blankets. Okay, if I look at this, it's not your property. If you take it and someone sees you, you can get in trouble. Okay. Ants. That's not stealing. And the pants are going to be helpful for, well, someone. Some proper boots on the ground. Don't keep me waiting. We have fish. The inn is clearly much frequented by merchants and warriors, the ones who pilot caravans north and south. The proprietor waits impatiently behind the counter. Stop gawking, she snaps. I'm Alice, and this is my inn. We have drinks and supplies. Sometimes we have rooms, that's all. Let's see the menu. Bread, fish, wine, ale. I'm going to go ahead and buy one ale. Hear any gossip from travelers? Tip 5 coins. She takes her coins, inspects them, nods, and pockets them. Then she says, I haven't heard a thing. Let's see. Anyone named Jake? Up here? We had a farmer named Jake. He spends his leisure time here at the inn, playing chess against all comers and making friendly wagers on the outcome. A few moments of observation reveals he's a fearsome opponent, not wanting to lose any money, quietly move on. Oh, that's why the trait says you're good at chess. Alright, Caius. You see a small, worried man in long robes. They show the wear and lichen stains that come from heavy travel. A holy symbol hangs prominently from his neck. He invites you to sit with him. I am Caius, a speaker of holy chants. Come and join me. I don't mind some company as I take a rest from my journey. They ask why you're traveling. I bring the word to the flock. I once did so in Formello, but now I'm moving to safer ground. Why did you leave Formello? I was assistant priest there, but the raids got too much for me. I worked for Mother Claudette, a good, fine woman. Plus, she had the ear of the man. If you're ever there, mention my name to her. She'll help you get settled. As for me, I'm off. What can you tell us about Formello? It's a city to the north. They've had troubles, though it's not as bad as down here. The worst thing that's happened so far is that some Nephilim spies stole the mayor's necklace. He laughs. Sounds trivial, I know, but it's supposed to have powerful magic. Still, the attacks were starting to increase. I'm glad that I left. Where are you going? I'm going to the Great Cave, where things are calmer. He looks worried for a moment. Or so I hear. Great Cave? What's that? You really don't know much about Avernum, do you? It's far to the south, then west. It's the largest cavern in Avernum. It contains a number of cities and forts. The castle, the capital of Avernum. Just try to see it if you ever get the chance. Tell me about your holy symbol. He holds it up. You see, it's a tiny die forged of silver. I'm one of the speakers of holy chants, yet I'm no missionary. Can you tell me what you worship? Nothing, and everything. Everything is vast, and only those who strive and risk all can prevail. He looks embarrassed. As I said, I'm no missionary. You can find more of our path, learn more of our path in one of our temples. There's one in Formello. Like to learn more holy rituals. Travel north to Formello. It would expand your magical knowledge. There's much to be learned there. Right. Fair enough. Let's see. Over here we've got the barracks. Here we have Jason's farming supplies. A tall, peculiar-looking man, dressed in leather, sits by the counter. He has long hair and a broad smile, cold, calculating eyes. Hello, he says in a small voice. I'm Jason. I sell supplies. Sell supplies? Isn't that a bit vague? Well, I used to sell farming supplies, but there were farms. Then I diversified. What do you mean when there were farms? There are a lot of brigands in these parts. Not good, respectable thieves. Savages. They've been attacking the farms. There's this one band of them in particular I'd like to see dealt with. Perhaps I could help you deal with them. Perhaps you could, at that. Go straight north towards Formello. You may meet a group of bandits which has been extorting money from merchants passing by. Deal with them, and I'll pay you handsomely. Other question? Be more specific about your trade. No, he thinks. I only sell supplies for farming. He makes little air quotes with his fingers when he says the word. If you want to do some trading, I can show you what I have. Otherwise, please leave. Okay. Jason's equipment seems to be more suited for a brigand or adventurer than a farmer. Some of his supplies seem quite useful. Let's see. Iron daggers. Healing herbs, healing potion, curing potion, shielding potion, gold bar, ruby. Bandages can restore a small amount of health. Also, wounds totally impress the townsfolk. We all for 8 to 18. That's not bad, actually, for this point of the game. We also have another chainmail vest. Next up, we have, there are no words, just the design of a bow crossed with a javelin. JR. Small, slender woman sits behind the counter, working on fletching an arrow. Years in the underworld have made her skin white to the point of translucence. She holds up the arrow, inspects it, nods her approval, and sets it aside. She looks up at you. Welcome to my workshop. You can call me JR. I offer fine tools for puncturing one's foes from a safe distance. Do you know where one might learn about archery? I've been known to share my secrets, but only to ones of adequate prestige to be worth my time. What kinds of missiles do you make here? I make and sell archery supplies and javelins. Let me know if you want to purchase something. My stock is kind of low. Most everything I make has been going to the soldiers. Seems like a very violent area. It is. Sometimes I wish my business was not so healthy. Who've soldiers been fighting? To the north, goblins and Nephilim. To the west, brigands and the rare Slizerakai raiding party. The Empire has sent us all to a violent and dangerous land. Let's see. So you have a cavewood bow, which is +3, +9. Crude longbow, which is... Oh my. So what is the difference between just a bow and a longbow then? And that's plus to hit chance. That's... Oh, it's heavier. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick up the crude longbow for sure. You know what? Just in case I'm really in a pinch. Walner the Sage. No question too trivial. The man behind the counter is short and heavy-set. He wears a mage's robes, not crisp and clean, but ratty as if he'd been traveling recently. The air in here has a thick medicinal scent. There's some alchemical equipment sitting on the counter. If the man sees you, notice it. Hard to find supplies down here, but I manage. I'm Walner the Sage. Welcome to my shop. You look like you do a lot of traveling. He nods. I tried to be a sage, but I've been seeing a lot of action lately. Looks down at his robes apologetically. I also need to find my own supplies. What sort of supplies? Mold and fungi. I use them to make my potions. Any of the sort you find, you can bring to me. I've been trying to find a source of mandrake and greymold, but I've had no luck. They're terribly rare. Sounds exciting. What sort of action were you in? Captain Johnson enlisted me to help out against the foe. I was on a raid against the bandit fort up the hill to the west. It was a mess, but we fared better than the group that attacked the Nephilim in the north. None of them returned. He looks at you hopefully. You know, if you want to help, you can speak with the captain. Alright, what can the sage do? Well, my specialty is alchemy. If you've forged any lichen or moss or fungi with the proper properties, you can show them to me. If they're fresh enough, I can make something for you. For example, if you brought me healing herbs in adequate quantities, I can make you healing or curing potions. Even better, with the right mix of herbs, I can make a brew of speed to speed you up in combat or restore your magical energy. Very useful. Much in demand. Give me a curing potion. Alright. Curse the Nephilim. Bah! Go away. You see an old man fishing under a tree. Are they biting? They are. Catching plenty of the pale, slime little monsters. What do you do when you aren't fishing? Oh, not much. I used to be a farmer. Now I just do odd jobs and fish. All sorts of odd jobs. Foraging, cutting down the cave wood and shaping it into boards, burning trash and waste. Same amount of work to get done down here as it is on the surface. Why'd you stop farming? Speaks loudly for the first time in anger. Those cat bastards, they burned my farm. They wanted the land, so they took it. Johnson sent out a group to attack the new fort, but they were never heard from again, so I'm stuck here. Calms down, goes back to fishing. Grimmett's Smithy. Man in front of you is a huge, leather-clad and grimy. He holds a very large hammer. The heat from his forge leaves his face flushed, and the red stands out dramatically against his pale skin. He looks over your weapon. Warrior, I see. I'm Grimmett. I sell blades. Best you can find in the Eastern Gallery. Nice shop. You're the Fort Smith? Aye, I'm the blacksmith around here. I repair weapons and the like. You can buy some here and sell your spares as well. Can you repair anything? Actually, I just do small repairs. Now, Boutel up in Fort Draco, he can do some good repairs. Is there really such a demand for blacksmithing? They asked stupidly. Oh yes, the soldiers need fresh weapons as fast as I can provide them. The raids have been coming faster and faster. Who's doing the raiding? Mainly from bandits lately, with the big kitties taking up the slack. There used to be lots of farms to the north. Used to be. Now I think we're the only fort in this area. It pauses to think. You know, we could always use some help. Talk to Captain Johnson in the guardhouse across the street. Okay, let's sell the junk bag. Get an extra 36 gold. What do you have? Bronze short sword, iron short sword. Short swords instead of broadswords. Bronze bracers. 1% dodge, 4% armor. It's actually decent. The best weapons in the Eastern Gallery, you say? You have to go on a long march to find better. And if I wanted better, where would I head? Down south to the Great Cave, and west, Darman is where the best seal is worked. Not ashamed to admit it. I know it. Alright. Carol. Healer. Carol! There's another Carol in this game. You see a tall, attractive woman with short, dark hair. She studies you carefully as you approach, clinically searching your bodies for any sort of damage. Welcome, warrior. I am Carol of the Hamer clan. A healer by trade, my skills are much in demand in this fort. What services do you provide for the fort? I heal the soldiers at this rather struggling outpost as best I can. It's a difficult but necessary job. Struggling? What do you mean? Between the bandit raids and the Nephilim, there's no end to the wounds I must tend to. We're always looking for help against them. You can find out more from Captain Johnson. There's Captain Johnson. He's in the central barracks. He's a harsh and cold man, but a skilled commander. He scares us all, but he keeps us alive. If you want to help us in our struggle, he's the man to talk to. What can you do for me? Alas, I have no potions to spare. However, if you pay for my time, I can share with you a few minor rituals for focusing a patient's natural energy to heal wounds. Okay, so that's pretty reasonable. Much cheaper than the other trainer. Alright. Let's go here. Captain Johnson. Remembering what you saw on the job board in Silvar, you tell Captain Johnson of Jay's plight. He nods. I could use another blade. I have a scout going to Silvar soon. I'll send word to this young warrior. He tips you a handful of silver coins for your trouble. Oh, hey, free XP and money. You see a large bearded man in gleaming seal armor. An iron halberd is strapped over his back. Clearly, he must be the captain of this fort. He's a grim man with cold eyes and a huge variety of scars. Fortunately, he doesn't look unhappy to see you. So, you're here, he says. I got word promising warriors arrived in Fort Avernum. I won't pretend we don't need the help. I'm Captain Johnson. I'm in charge here until we get a new commander. Tell me more about the fort. I've been in charge of it since our commander died. They should have replaced me by now, but the castle is in no hurry. We were met as a staging post for merchants heading north to Formello and south to the Tower of Magi and the Great Cave. We weren't intended to be protectors of the whole Eastern Gallery. We just ended up that way. What happened to the commander? Fell to an arrow while attacking a band of brigands. Not a savvy fellow. Was put in charge of this fort in more peaceful times, and he never adjusted to the harshness of life. Why haven't you been replaced? He raises a mailed fist and slams it into his desk. Because I get results. Because we kill without mercy. Because I live to see Nephilim blood flow freely. And they won't promote me for much the same reason. What can I get here? Healing, some crude supplies, Waldner can make potions. If you want to get proper equipment and learn magic, though, you'll have to go north to Formello. How can I assist? I could use some help protecting this fort from the bandits and Nephilim. It's my job not to rest until all the vermin are dead. You have all these soldiers. What can I do? Our soldiers are the best, but we can always use some adventurers too. The bandits are off balance now, and we can really use some help against the Nephilim. He practically spits out the last word. There's a weird glim in his eye. Can you tell me about the bandits? I'm not too worried about them. They live in the fort to the northwest. They destroyed several farms, but we're wearing them down. I'd like a chance to fight against some bandits. Can I help? Definitely. Bandits have overrun a ruined fort to the west. They're led by a powerful mage. If that mage were gone, we'd have a much easier time dealing with them. Kill the magician, you'll be rewarded. And tell me more about the Nephilim problem. His face twists into a cold grin. It's a little disturbing. Vicious vermin. I'd love to strangle every one. They're building a new fort to the north, and I sent a small group to check it out. All of my scouts were lost. We need to burn out that lair while it's small. He grins. Of course, we're getting them back. We got one of them in the cells, dying slow. Nephilim prisoners? You're treating them fairly, I hope. He frowns. You must be newcomers. Only people who just arrived would say something so foolish. When you've lost friends and loved ones, then you come back and tell me about fairness. I'll help with the problem. New fort is to the north. It's being dug out by goblins right now. We kill their commander, come back, and... Alright. Upstairs. I will steal the Radiate Ice scroll, because that's going to be really important. Jail authorized soldiers only. I'm watching you. There's a lone Nephil's held in this cell. His fur is matted and greasy, and he's clearly starving. A long gash on his leg festers untended. Find the body of a human brigand. He apparently died of starvation, although the heavy flogging he received couldn't have helped him to stay alive. Life in Avernum is hard, and thieves and criminals who end up in Fort Duvno receive no mercy from the captain. No names in here. Alright. That's the quests here. Let's go ahead and double check our journal. The equipment upgrades I've gotten might be able to help me with the worm. Still haven't found the hot springs. A single bandit encounter shouldn't be too bad. That's a dungeon. That's a dungeon. That's going to be cleared as I do dungeons. That's a dungeon. Alright. So let's follow the road north. Let's see if we can't find those extorting brigands. You encounter a band of roving brigands. They seem to have decided that you're an easy target. Their leader hails you. Hold on a moment there. These are our caves. If you want to pass, you must give us 50 gold. If you do not, rest assured that we will act in an immediate and violent way. Attack! Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad I picked up that longbow, although I feel like it's more of a composite bow, given the bonuses it has. Your dagger on the ground. You defeated the bandits. You don't find any loot on them. You must have been their first intended victims of the day. Fort Duvno will be very grateful for your help. Nice and simple. How much XP do we have? About 200 off of a level. Next level is when I want to go back to Silvar. Let's see. The brigands were for you? Who was that one for? Bandit irritation? No. Brigand extortion? Jason, supplier. Found the bandits you told me about? They won't be troubling you anymore. Ah yes, I've already heard of your glorious triumph over that band of murderers. He presents you with an iron shield that he kept behind his counter. This is not magic. Well, alas, magic is rare down here. However, he can deflect many a blow. Heck yeah. That is 4 more pounds. You know what? You're already encumbered. That's inefficient weight, though. That's really inefficient weight. There we go. Now you've got all your AP back. Alright. That gave us 100 XP flat. It seems. Or 70 or something like that. Right. There was one more thing that I wanted to do, which is to come over here. Approach and talk to the gremlins. Oh. I thought the ale would be enough. Let's see here. Map of Avernum. I'm going to go... I want to keep exploring the Eastern Gallery, because this has mostly been, as an overworld, a relatively safe and simple place to explore. Reap the rewards of exploration. That's the Nephir. They want us to... If you encounter a band of Avernite soldiers, they wander stealthily from one cluster of stalagmites to another, trying to avoid any encounter with Slizerikai or Nephar raiders. They look like they've seen some serious action recently. They look you over dubiously as they walk by. One of them says, "If you're going west, watch out. The Sliths are out there and they're tough foes." And they trudge onward, looking for a place to camp. Cave worms and cave crawlers. Okay, this is just basic mooks. Nothing I'm even slightly concerned about. Especially because they don't seem concerned with hitting me. Ground. Let's poke around to the north here. There might be some healthy secrets. Seems at some point not long ago, a large group of humans or humanoids camped here. Now only a battered bonfire and broken knife remain. In this dead end. Yeah. What's this? Oh, can I cross that? No, no, I can't cross that with my boat. Oh, one of those blue crystals. I think. Maybe not. There's a large, well-disguised slith supply cache here. You were lucky to notice it here, hidden behind this crystal formation. Loot. Find plenty of food, a fine slith sphere, and some stuff you could barter. 200 coins. Heck yeah. Don't know how to get to that building. I'd like to get to that building, but... What is this? Fort Dranion. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I discovered it. I got the XP from it. This group of Avernum soldiers has been charged with keeping this road free and clear of rampaging slith patrols. They haven't been doing very well at it, and they're clearly completely exhausted. They nod to you and trudge onward. You're in territory that is subject to a fierce contest between the humans and Slithserikai. Thus, it's a real surprise to find a band of Nephilim here, attempting attacks from both sides. There are a lot of them, probably the only reason any of them are still here. When you approach within view, several of their archers immediately leap for their weapons. Their leader steps forward. Honor, we are warriors of the split tail. This land is ours now. Depart, or you'll be shot through with arrows. Dang, they got to move first. Let's go ahead and start with the Fiery Wand, the Sinister Potion, and continue on with the Fiery Wand, I really hoped I would manage to do more with that. Shoot the Spiritist. You are most at risk of actually dying from this. Oh. Yeah, I can't handle that. I don't have the AoE abilities. In this peninsula, you see a small island to the south. Though it's hard to tell through the thick layer of mist on the water, you think you can see humanoid figures moving back and forth on it, building fortifications at the base of a tall stone spiral. I think we've pretty much exhausted our exploration. Let's see. You know, a group of guards from the city of Kotra. They're on patrol. After mutual greetings, they give you a warning. Be very careful if you're planning to travel farther west. There's a lot of slits in the area, and they're very dangerous. Yeah, I think I've pretty much seen what I can, just blindly wandering the overworld. I could do Kotra, but next time, on Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. No. I'm not cutting here. Let's just go for it at this point. Just go for it. I'm significantly better equipped. This part. Is there a pickup here? Not just a fishing rod. It's a level up for most. Almost all. I was really hoping that would make it a level up all around. Okay, let's just handle this. More endurance. I think I am just going to put you in swords. So let's go... Well... I'm going to give you tool use and first aid. You get a new trait. Take mighty blows for more damage. You can take a point of endurance, actually, at this point. Take tool use. Blade Master and Sure Hand. You, more dexterity. More sniper. And then more lethal blow. You can take improved dexterity. I meant for that to be a melee swing, but it's fine. Here, call beast, we get a giant rat. That's fine, whatever. Big bonk, big bonk. Burninate. Has a chance to be a big shot. Yep, it was equipment. It was largely equipment. I've already got him down to the second wave. Alright, you're down. Big swing. Finish you. Shoot you. Burninate you. Swing at you. There we go. Alchemical equipment. Slime stained tunic. Ooh. Candle, 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 candle boots. Level you up. Give you more int. Let's go ahead and give you more mage spells skill. And a point of luck. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and also give you... I'm going to give you Summoning Focus, because that's going to be big. Chest contains a crude bow, crude javelins, rusty helmet I can junk, 2 coins. This pipe... What? Really? I killed it so fast the second wave didn't actually get here. Oh, that... If that ain't a showcase of the difference gear makes. I don't think they drop anything now. Really? There's still one? Okay. Okay, that's it. Enough interruptions. This bag has bag of meal and some mushrooms for some basic healing, and there's the quick way out. For real this time. Cool. Your worm infestation was caused by a Nephil named Duvno. He is dead. Oh, very interesting. Our feline foes are becoming more ingenious in finding ways to assault us. And as promised, here's a reward. He removes a silver ring from his hand and presents it to you. It's enchanted. Also, as promised, I have advice. You had advice to give me? 2 pieces. First, you should know there's an enchanted pylon in the tunnels below us. Second, if you wish a true use for your skills, you should travel to the castle far to the southwest in the Great Cave. To enter that fortress, however, you'll need a crown token. Tell me about the pylon. Certain trusted individuals are given the ability to use the magic of these pylons to travel quickly through Avernum. You can learn more about them in the Tower of Magi to the south. Our pylon is in the tunnel network below in the northeast corner. I'll make sure the door to it is unlocked for you. Tell me about the castle. King Micah wisely rules Avernum from there. If you truly wish to do good fighting for your newfound homeland, that is where you should go. Get a crown token. You find a mayor who has one to present, and you earn it. It is how you prove you can be trusted to spend time with our king. Alas, I do not have one to give, but the mayor from Mello to the north does. You should go north and speak with her. If the rumors I've heard are true, she has a task that may be worth your effort. Cool. So first of all, we get the Shining Silver Band, 10% to cold resistance. Might as well give that to our tanky warrior. Slith War Spear, 10% fire resistance. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, you can take the broadsword, and you, because you do get into melee, sometimes can take the bronze short sword. Iron shield, bronze helmet, junk. Oh, I don't know what to do with that iron shield right now. We'll see how I do with the spear. Wait. How are you on weight? Yeah, you can take the iron shield. Cool. Let's see. Wait, I did your thing. Why are you still here? On that note, I'll double check the job board. Nothing. Alright. So with that bit of feeling better about our chances, next time on Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit, I think we're going to have to go deal with that bandit fort. See you guys then.